This is the Morning Swim Show for Friday, November 26, 2010. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Phoenix Monitor today, we'll talk to Jeff Hegle. He's the head swim coach at St. Cloud State University in central Minnesota. But they just had a pretty huge gesture from the student body there. Coach Hegle joins us right now from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Coach, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so the school was in financial trouble. Sports like swimming were at jeopardy. What happened?
In early August, the athletic commission came out and said that we're looking at a $550 deficit for this fiscal year, and then a $600,000 deficit for the following fiscal year, and so $600,000. So there was talk of eliminating sports. The president came forth and made three proposals. He proposed to cut no sports. He proposed to cut men's football, and then he proposed to cut men's swimming, men's tennis, men's golf, and women's Nordic ski.
So the options become, okay, where are we going to find some money? And I know there were various things, some fundraising, but the big gesture, as we mentioned, it came from the other students, not just swimmers, other students at the school. What'd they do?
Well, what had happened is the president said three things would have to happen in order for us to save all the sports. He would said that increased fundraising had to take place, $200,000 had to be cut out of the athletic administration, and then the students on campus had to vote for a referendum to increase student fees to help provide additional monies for athletics.
So they're paying a little bit more for each credit hour that they would take?
Yeah, basically, what the proposal that was put forth to the students last week is that the Student Center proposed, it was a two-part proposal. The students could vote for one, to increase their student fees by 74 cents up to 12 credits per credit, or they could also vote yes on the second part that would add an additional dollar to make it a total of $1.74 per credit for up to 12 credits for each student on campus. And those monies would go towards athletics if it passed.
Was it a close vote?
Actually, it was. We had over 4,000 students vote, which is about 20% of our student population. That's the most students that have ever voted in any referendum or student election. And the yeses were at 68% and the noes were at 31%.
Wow.
So we had a pretty strong contingent on campus that was saying they were in favor of athletics and helping out.
And so had they had said no, you would be out of the job, the kids wouldn't have teams to swim on.
Yep. Within the last 3 or 4 weeks, the athletic administration came out and said that if the referendum did not pass, they were probably looking more likely at eliminating 8 to 9, possibly even 10 athletic teams on campus. So we would have been possibly looking at both our men's and women's teams, along with a lot of other teams of our 21.
Wow, so you guys are watching that vote pretty closely when it came in.
Yeah, it was a pretty stressful time. I have to give a lot of credit to our students on campus. They really stepped up and felt that that athletics is overall it's an important part of the university, whether they participate in it or not. And our student athletes also did a great job of getting out, encouraging people to vote, informing them of the facts and letting them know what's going on. So a lot of credit to both our students and our student athletes.
Coach Hegle, do you think that could be a model for saving swimming programs down the road? Because we know that, especially men's swimming, I mean, it's becoming an endangered species.
I think we have to start looking outside the box. Everybody wants money from, corporations, businesses, alumni. If it's $1.74, a dollar or $20 a semester, I think a lot of students at universities are willing to maybe say, I'll have a couple less Caribou coffees this semester to help out athletics and make it a better experience at our university. So I think it's something that universities should seriously look at.
Wow. Well, I'd say a big thank you is in order to the other students there at your school. Anything in mind? Maybe let them have free pool time for a while.
Anytime they want to come use the pool, they can come talk to me. I'd be more than happy to help them out. So, but no, the athletic is very fortunate that the students supported this and that they're in favor of athletics and they value it as an important part of the university. So we're probably internally grateful.
And is there an expiration date on these fees, or will this save the program forever, as far as you know?
We've been told that for the next 10 years that we really have no concerns. We have some new funding that's coming in. There's some reorganization of administration, and some new things that are taking place that we think will allow us to get back on track and keep things going in the right direction.
Well, it's a pretty inspiring story what the students did for you guys. Congratulations to you and all the kids on both teams.
Thank you very much.
All right, Coach Hegle, glad that you'll be sticking around. All right,
Thank you.
Have a good one. That's Coach Jeff Hegle joining us from St. Cloud State, Minnesota. And that's it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.